E, and I'm with T. T is with me, and we back on your screen on a Saturday morning. Where else you
Yes,
gonna
sir.
find us at? Where else you gonna find us at, huh? So
Facts.
we got a lot to talk about. Not even gonna lie. This past week, Raw was heat. SmackDown was heat. I heard NXT was heat. I ain't get to watch it. I heard Dynamite was heat. I ain't get to watch it. Wrestling on fire. Wrestling is on fire, and this is why we
Absolutely.
here. This is what brings us here every Saturday morning. So I'm very blessed that Triple H has been cooking. Tony Khan them been cooking. It's been great for wrestling fans, but for us, how you feeling,
Facts.
Tariq? How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Woke up really early this morning. Don't know why. Started playing college football for whatever reason. Got went and got another championship with Coastal Carolina. So we got two
Okay,
of them things now. Like
okay.
alive. It's like year six though. So there was a couple years in there where I was being cheated, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Year
Not gonna talk about
six.
that.
Damn, you
Relax.
got. I'm probably there. I'm
Relax.
probably
Relax.
walking around your campus. Hey, yeah. How's the team looking though? Like y'all straight?
Hey, we just wanted we defending champions right now. I'm just started
Right.
recruiting in the off season. Uh, only thing is, being at these smaller schools, these recruits don't be really feeling us.
Yeah, true.
So like, I be seeing other people when they doing they things, they be like, oh, they got all these 5 stars that are their first interest. I got like one 5 star maybe.
Yep.
I got like 2 4 stars, 3 4 stars, and then it's like 3 stars, 3 stars. I'm like, bruh, we not worried about none of them 2 stars and 3 stars. We going 5 star, 4 star, and then we'll come back. But you know, watched SmackDown last night. Watched wrestling
Hmm.
all week. Watched basketball all week.
I
Watched
saw the W going to the playoffs, huh?
tomorrow's the start.
This is the start. So where can we catch y'all? You and my boy Bryce. Where can we catch y'all?
You catch us on here on Tuesday nights.
For
Might be
sure.
move. We might be doing extra shows. Might be doing different days for shows,
Right.
depending on the playoffs and what's going on. Um, Stay tapped in with our show page on Twitter at the H
Right.
and A Show to find out who we got in this playoff matchups. Because I got an upset in the first round happening, but
Oh, for
this
real?
ain't.
Can you? Is this a hot take that we gotta wait for? Or can we get it early?
I mean, if y'all here, y'all here. So I got the Fever winning in the first round against the Sun. I know a lot of people might be like, "Oh, you tripping?" But
You know what? I ain't even gonna hate you. You the expert. You know what I'm saying? You
hey,
you the
it's
expert
only it's only a 3 game series. All they gotta do
for
is get
sure.
one, and then the elimination game in Indiana.
Okay.
And Caitlyn turned up in Indiana.
So
Kelsey Mitchell turned up in Indiana.
it's a best of three.
That's a three.
And you know what? And this is what I'm gonna hit you with. I'm gonna hit you with a perfect segue because we also got a best of three that's happening at Bad Blood. It's supposed to be wrapping up CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, but we've
Yes,
talked about
sir.
CM Punk and Drew McIntyre on this show before.
Yep.
So I want to switch it up. I was listening to CM Punk tell his promo, and he was telling the world, I can't promise you that I'm gonna kill Drew McIntyre, but I can promise you Drew McIntyre gonna have to kill me. And if this is the last thing I do in my career, I've had a good career. So it had me thinking, you like CM Punk for the
Hmm.
most part. I
Yep.
like CM Punk for the most part.
Yep.
What are some of the best CM Punk moments that we can come together and give to people if they
Whew.
don't know CM Punk?
Hey man, I always think this is some of the introductions for me. Like obviously he was on ECW, and he was
Right.
like one of the only reasons people will watch ECW. Like when I tuned in to ECW, I was like, CM Punk wrestling tonight. If he wasn't, then we wasn't watching, unless Bobby
Right.
Lashley was on. It was CM Punk and Bobby Lashley. Everybody else, like, we ain't really
Let me
rocking with
keep it a
y'all,
stand though. I
respectfully.
feel I feel a little slighted that you only said them two. I was a big fan of Elijah Burke back in the day.
You know what?
I was.
You
He
know
was
what?
tough.
I love Elijah Burke's theme. One of
He
them
was
ones.
tough. He
Elijah
was
Burke's
tough.
theme, and I used to use all his moveset on SmackDown
Yeah.
vs. Raw 2008 when they included ECW. So I lied. Elijah Burke in there too.
For
That's my
sure.
bad. That's my bad.
Now, before you keep going, let me ask you something real quick. Just because this is random,
Hmm.
who would you comp Elijah Burke to today's
Oh,
wrestling world?
you know what? That might be kind of racist. I don't want to do that. Low key, low key on the lowest of keys, on the lowest of keys. Swerve.
Right. That's not
If
bad.
if he was used in a different way, like they allowed him to get to a different side of his character, I would say like he could have been like a Swerve type of character.
Right.
Now he had a character in TNA/Impact that was a little different. It was the Pope De Niro or D'Angelo the Pope De Niro, something like that. So he was like kind of like Seth Rollins' character during the pandemic.
Okay, he was
similar to that. Bit. Yeah, similar to that. So like I would say like a Swerve or probably Swerve.
That's a
probably
good comp.
Swerve.
You know, Swerve was ranked number 2 in the world.
Which
in
is
professional
crazy.
wrestling.
That's
that
crazy.
list was actually kind of nuts. I don't know
I
how
didn't
they
see
put
the whole list, but I saw
Right.
that and was like, whoa.
So Cody was number 1, Swerve was number 2. Roman wasn't even in the top 10, I don't think. Top 10.
Wow. That kind of makes sense. That makes
sense for you?
I mean, he ain't have enough matches game.
That's true. He the draw though. He the draw.
That's a fact.
He the draw. I mean, and that's
a fact.
That's smooth. But nevertheless, let me not take away from CM Punk. We talk about CM Punk's best moments. That's on me. I started talking about Elijah Burke. That's on me.
I would say
telling your story.
For me, I would say the WrestleMania. When did he get the first one? Was it 24? I think when he got him back to back, was it 23 and 24? I want to say.
Okay, his Money in the Banks, right?
Yeah, like him winning
Great
the Money
matches.
in the Banks was like what really like pushed him. Right. And then obviously like he won the first one, he got the championship, and then they kind of took it off him pretty quick. Because I want to say the first time he got it, he cashed in on Batista.
Right.
And then the second time he got it, that's when they really let him run with it. When they let him have the Jeff Hardy storyline, he had the storyline with Undertaker and all that. And low key, the Straight Edge Society was really, really fun. Even though he was going at my boy Ray for a lot of it.
Yeah, he was.
That was actually a very good, like, gimmick for him specifically. Like, it's similar to like Daniel Bryan when he went like super health nut, because that's how he is in real life. Like CM Punk is really straight edge in real life, so him putting that on television and like talking bad about people for drinking and doing drugs and all that, like I was like, okay, like they really letting him do his thing. They didn't really let him do his thing to the extent that he wanted to, but they still let him like take the ball and run with it.
I like how they flipped it too. Like whenever he was a heel, he had the Straight Edge Society, and then whenever he became a face and he was feuding with Jericho, Jericho was using the Straight Edge against him. It was like, yo, I can get you to drink. You're gonna drink eventually,
which is crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead and take this test in the ring. Get the cop in here. I'll never get that, bro. I remember sitting there.
That was crazy.
We was a little bit younger. We was probably like what by this time, maybe
that was
13?
Probably like 12, 13.
Yeah. So I was sitting there looking like, yo, wrestling's like, what is going on?
Crazy, bro. Like trying to force somebody to drink beer, drink alcohol is crazy.
I really do love CM Punk. I mean, not the most notable, but one of the things that turned me on him, is his feud with The Rock, bro. Like, not many people can hang with The Rock on the mic. And the fact that CM Punk was sitting in there exchanging blows with The Rock on the mic, I was like, yo, he's really the truth. Like, this ain't just somebody they brought in and pushed to the top. Like, maybe the things he was saying is true in the back. Like,
come on now.
Like, maybe he really speaking facts about the locker room right now. So, they did him dirty at the end of the day. I mean, they did him dirty. And, I mean, I wish we could take that back. But I'm glad he's back. And then, since he's been back, not just as a wrestler, I like how he's had his hand on the younger talent. Especially with the women's side. You know, he hangs out with Cora Jade and Roxanne a lot. Like, that's pretty cool that he's a mentor to all the younger talent. You know, it seems like he's in good spirits while being back.
You know, Roxanne cooked that boy on Tuesday.
It had to be done. She's the prodigy. You know, it had to be done.
You said she's the what?
She is the prodigy, gang.
Okay, I just
you know what I'm
make
saying?
sure. I just need to make sure that people heard.
She definitely deserves that title for sure. But I mean, another thing about CM Punk that I really liked was, I mean, he really does. Well, back in his prime, he put on great matches. I mean, we ain't really seen too much recently. We saw the Royal Rumble. We saw the strap match. We saw his one-on-one with Seth.
SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam. So, I mean, it's all been gimmicky matches. I'm hoping the Hell in a Cell really shows us what he has in the tank still.
Yeah.
And I believe it will. You got any more key moments from Mr. Phil Brooks?
I always go back to the John Cena match. That's like one of my all-time favorite moments in wrestling. Even when like him, Kane, and Daniel Bryan were like going back and forth, and AJ Lee was in like the little like triangle with him.
Right.
I always found that hilarious because Daniel Bryan was hilarious. Like, as great as a wrestler as he was also a really good character when they let him be. Like when he was doing the when he first started doing the yes, and then the Fed started doing the no, and then the back and forth with that. But CM Punk always found a way to make his storylines make sense, and he would make the best of whatever he had. Like when the Shield came in, and they were like, "Oh, it's CM Punk with the Shield, blah blah blah." Like, did they work for him? Then he had when he went against him in the 3-on-1 match. Like that's another thing that I remember. Like there's a lot of like different moments. Like when he was with the Nexus, and like they was running the Royal Rumble. For like 30
him
minutes.
and Randy's feud while he was with the Nexus. He attacked Randy outside the bush. Yeah. Ooh, commentary Punk is actually underrated.
Commentary Punk was really good. Like, he fought John Cena because he knocked his Coke over. Hey man, that's my Coke, man.
He wasn't playing.
The next week, John Cena was like, before he put the dude through the table, he picked his drink up and gave it to him. He's like, "Oh, he think he funny. Oh, he got jokes this week.
Bro, he don't be playing on that mic." And I still thought the pipe bomb wasn't real. I was like, bro, there ain't no way they let him go out there and say this right here. But
hey man, they was like, "Hey, I know you mad. We can give you a mic. Say what you want to say."
Yup.
And he was
cut
like,
that thing off too. They was like, "Man, you going a little hard."
All right, you went too far. You just said Ring of Honor. You just said Colt Cabana. You doing too much, sir. You're doing way too much.
Look, this is the main question at hand, Tariq. Before we even move on, if they made the CM Punk ice cream bars, would you have tried one?
When I was a kid?
Yeah, would you have grabbed one? Would you have grabbed the lunchbox?
I don't know about a lunchbox because I'd have been like 13 at that point, maybe. That was like what 2011, so I was like 12.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't know about a lunchbox,
but the ice cream bars is a go.
Yeah,
for sure. That's smooth. That's smooth. I like the ice cream bar idea that they had. I hate that they didn't do that. I'm still kind of pissed. I was looking forward to that.
I feel like you said that all 3 episodes to this point, so we really got to get those.
We do need it. And we also, although it sounds crazy, and it does, and I hated they even made this. I never even got to try the Bootios. I thought those look mad appealing, bro, and I never got a box of Bootios. I don't know. I don't know why they teased me with that, bro. Like, I don't know why they did me like that.
For those who don't know, Bootios is cereal that New Day made.
I'm not on Diddy timing. I'm not on none of that. The Bootios is a cereal made by the New Day, man. It's not me being freaked out. I need the Bootios now. Hey man, moving on to it. Speaking of ice cream bars, speaking of the cereal, we got a few that's sweet. We talked about it a little bit last week. Jey Uso, we talked about him a lot last week. We talked about Bron Breakker every week because why can't you? He's a stud. He's a star. Rising emerging star in the company. My question to you, Tariq, is when they battle next Monday, it should totally be on a pay-per-view. I don't know why they doing this, but
should have been.
Should this be a one and done feud? Because I feel like Braun is bringing out the old Jay. That promo had me feeling like, oh, this the old Jay. He's talking. He
was talking crazy.
He was talking. So should this be a one and done feud, or should they draw it out to 2 matches, 3 matches, long term? How you feeling?
I don't know, because there's no. I don't know if there's a way to draw it out if Braun wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Braun wins, how do you run it back? Like, how does Jay run it back? Or unless they, like, the next night, like they do sometimes, like, oh, #1 contenders match, and Jay wins again. That'd be the only way they could really do it. Unless it's like, I mean, Braun not gonna win on a roll up or nothing like that. Like, it would have to be like a double count out or some kind of like shenanigans or some sort. Like the Judgment Day come out or something. Like, there got to be a way for him to do a second match. I don't know if Braun wins, they do a second match.
I think that's how they're trying to play it, though.
Like with the Judgment Day coming out there.
Because, you know, Rhea told him you need to be focusing on, or Finn was like, you need to be focusing on that. Rhea was like, yeah, you're right, you need to be focusing on that. His attention kind of split.
Right.
I could see them doing that. I think Jay should win, though. Me personally, I think Jay should win the first one. And by the end of it, Bron should have the strap back. By the time he goes back. Because Bron's young, bro. Like, he's so young. Everybody knows he's a dog.
Right.
But I feel like they should play that experience out a little bit more. Like, he doesn't have experience like that on the main roster, of course.
So do it similar to like the Sammy first.
Yeah, the Sammy thing. Keep building on that, bro. Like, don't let us forget that moment. That's what I feel like WWE does a lot.
And him calling him out for not being in the NFL could be another way to do it too.
Right.
Like thinking about like, hey, you still new to this.
Yep.
Let me teach you something. He said, I've been here for 14 years. You've been here for 6 months. Blah blah blah. Blah. Like they could really play into that. So I do like that. I do like that route. If they're gonna have Bron lose the first match, I think they go the route of like underestimated, and you did the same thing that you did in the Sammy match. So then he realized, like at a certain point, he really got to lock in at all times, no matter who he in the ring with. But he got to learn that. Right,
the hard way. You know what I'm saying? He got to learn it the hard way. Not, you know what I'm saying? No funny business, Tariq. No funny business. I'm serious. I'm serious. He got to learn it the hard way, man. Because, bro, if y'all have this man come in there and they have a spear off and Bron wins,
right?
I might not even want Jay in another title match. I might not even want it. So y'all got to figure out a way to use Jay. And I mean, y'all keep harping on he ain't nothing without his family. Show us. Stop telling us. Show us something. Please.
Nah, facts.
Please. So if they were to do a two match, three match, where do you see it ending at? Should it end at a pay-per-view? Should it end at, like, where idea? What is the timeline here? Because we ain't got a lot of time before the Bloodline Bull's over.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. It's like, they have what, a month, maybe.
Right.
So they'd have to do it at like the Saudi show, really. They'd have to do it at like the Saudi show because he has to be done with it by the time Survivor Series is getting closer and closer.
Right.
Because I mean, we're assuming that I mean, they haven't really like built towards it. We're assuming that Jay, Sammy, Jimmy are gonna be with Roman. So they still gotta find a way to get Jay and Sammy over there, and we still ain't even seen Jimmy yet. So they still gotta bring all that together within the next month and a half before.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like
they
cooking something in the background with the Bloodline.
They gotta be.
We've been seeing a lot of Bloodline without Solo Sikoa here recently.
Yes, we have.
So would a Solo come back to the OG side? Because he said if he takes this Ulafala, I will acknowledge him. And you will too. That man Thomas Hawk was looking like, you got me fucked up. He was looking like, you got me fucked up. I don't care if you got that or not. I'm not.
I ain't gonna lie, that'd be kind of weak though. I ain't gonna lie.
That would be weak.
I wouldn't be rocking with it. I'd rather Solo lose with The Rock and them than he join join Roman after he tried to be Roman. That'd be kind of weak.
Trying to be a carbon copy and come back.
And then, cause then if he switch over, then it would basically be him versus Jacob Fatu, and we already know how that's going. So if you just leave him there, then you don't have to like go to that route of like, all right, who's better between the two? Because everybody's already thinking like, oh, Jacob Fatu is the dude. And it wouldn't really make sense for Jacob Fatu to move over either. A lot of people have been saying that, but I'm like, it don't really make sense for Jacob Fatu to do it because we haven't seen anything with him and Roman. Like, there's no story there. There's nothing that we know about them for him to be like, yeah, I'm gonna side with Roman.
True that.
Solo would just have to keep doing him dirty.
And instead, we got y'all not even friends.
He don't even like you. He don't even like you.
Bro, the full audio was hilarious, bro. He said
no title.
He said he tapped on Jacob Fatu. He said he's fake. I said, hold up.
He looked at me and said, he ain't gonna sign it. He ain't gonna sign it. He said, he beat you. He took your title. Like,
bro, they need to start letting Solo be more like authentic, bro, because he is hilarious. Like, he low-key hilarious, bro. Like, so, I mean, when he was in NXT, he was like
street champ, like
he had his own.
When he came out talking crazy to Gunther, I was like, oh, where is Solo at?
Yeah, and I need that
for real.
I need that, man. That's all I'm saying. Now, that is the timeline. You think about Survivor Series for Jay. So let's say if they stretch it out, what's next for Braun? If Braun wins the first time, what's next for him? Who is next? That's the problem that I'm
Great
having.
question.
Who
That's a great question.
Because it don't look like they're gonna put a clip on Ilya. It
Yeah,
don't look
they
like they're gonna
not.
put a clip on that. So
I
what's
think at a
next?
certain point, you just gotta let them just go out there and just have great matches week after week. At a certain point, or just because like they could do the thing with Jay to where it lasts a couple weeks to a month, and then once that is on, then he has matches with dudes like Pete Dunne and
Yeah.
um, what's Brad name, and then like Sheamus again. And there's a couple dudes that he can run stuff with. If Xavier Woods ends up turning, he could eventually have a match with Xavier Woods.
They still put a
Like it's
clip
some
on that.
dudes, Dom. Like what we gonna do with Dom? What we gonna do with Finn Balor? Like it's some dudes out there. Priest might try to go down there instead of running it back with old
Yeah.
dude. Got Bronson Reed. Like it's a couple options out there. It's just how quickly do they want to get to these options and what are their plans with
Right.
each potential option.
Okay. That's okay. So before, because you said one name that we gonna go straight to, but before we even go to that, out of all those names in the shuffle, who would you want to see like for next for Braun, or who would you even want to see take the strap off Braun? Probably Ilya, right?
It's got to be Ilya. My bias is saying give it to my boy Pete, but it's good.
Right.
It's all right. It's all right. But I think Ilya should be the one. If he's not taking it off Gunther, then it should be Ilya taking it off of Braun. Just because him and Braun have had a story since they both got to Raw.
Right.
Obviously, Ilya and Gunther have a story which we could see a couple in some time down the line, or maybe we could see it depending on how long Gunther's holding this title. Because I don't know if CM Punk is gonna be the one to take it off him. I know they want to do the Seth Rollins CM Punk thing. They don't need a title for that. I don't think CM Punk should be the one to beat Gunther. That would be kind of weak to me, to be honest.
I ain't gonna lie, like Gunther handicaps the WWE so much in a sense because bro, he's so good, bro. Like, who is beating that dude, bro? Like, bro,
It
you
wasn't a
had,
problem. It wasn't a problem when Roman was doing it.
I mean, on God.
He like, nah, we go with Roman. We know he. We know he
But
winning.
nah, keep it a stack though. It was okay for Roman because, bro, they was bringing out some BS challengers, bro, for Roman. Like, we seen Brock 5 times.
Yeah, that was weak.
Edge came back. Bro, I knew
Yeah,
y'all wasn't gonna have Edge beat
nah, we
him.
wasn't. Nah.
We knew Daniel Bryan wanted out. We knew he wasn't gonna win. Drew McIntyre, he lose every big match every once in a while. So I ain't gonna lie. They had me. They had me in the first half at Clash of the Castle. They had me. I thought Drew was gonna win that. I'm not
I
even
did
hold you.
too.
They had me.
The Broken Dreams in the beginning, I was like, oh, he winning.
Man, they played that, bro. They should have let him walk out to the full song.
Oh, that made me so mad, bro.
They
When I
was they
tell
was
you,
trolling, bro. They was trolling.
bro, when I tell you, what was the last one? Was it Bash in Berlin?
Hmm.
Or there was another one? No, it was the other Clash, the most recent Clash at the Castle.
Right.
I swore he was coming out to Broken Dreams. They ain't even hint at Broken Dreams. He came out to the bagpipes. I was hot. Like
Put them up.
I was on the phone with my brother. Like, ain't nobody want this. Ain't nobody asked for this. Did nobody ask for this? I went from wanting him to win to I hope he lose this shit now.
Bro,
That's how mad I was.
and I already knew he was. That's the crazy part. Like, what did I text you? So when Indy Hartwell and they won the gold
Yeah.
tag titles, I
Oh,
texted
yeah,
you immediately. I said,
What's their name? Isla Dawn and what's the girl name? They changed her name. I'll be forgetting. Isla Dawn and somebody.
regardless, folks, this is. If you're new to the pod or if you're new to wrestling in general, usually when it's a hometown crowd and one hometown favorite wins, you best believe the other one losing later that night. It's just how it happens. I texted Tariq. I said, "Oh, Drew losing."
Because I think both of the ones they
Well,
there
they
was-
had Bailey.
Oh no, Piper Niven.
Yeah,
Piper
yeah.
Niven did lose. Piper Niven did lose, but she had a good showing.
Yeah.
And then Ilya and why I can't remember her name. I can remember her old name.
I'm lost, bro.
I can remember Kaylee Ray, but I can't remember her name right now.
They gotta stop
I'm
doing that. The
Adonis.
name changes on me, bro.
The
They
name
gotta
change is
stop.
crazy.
They'd be on TV one week and then put up a magic screen next week. They name changed. I'd be like, bro, what's
Alba Fire. Like,
okay?
I'm supposed to remember that.
Like, come on, bro.
Oh man.
Like, WWE even pulled a 180 on me. Like, they stopped calling because I knew Gunther as Walter.
Exactly.
So when I see him come out on the screen, I was like, I mean, I guess he different. He lost weight, but
Yeah.
who is this, bro? I was like, bro, who
They did the
is
same
this?
thing with my boy Pete. Then that nigga Butch had me hot.
Don't call me Butch. I was like, oh God, don't call you Butch.
Bro, when he came out for the first time, he had that fucking stupid ass hat on. I said, bro, who the fuck is that?
I said, bro, is it?
Because why they got my man looking like a little fucking leprechaun?
I said, bro, come on, bro.
And my
I
man
said,
looking like Hornswoggle talking about, oh, he's got anger issues. His name is Butch. No, it's not. His name
man,
is
we
Pete.
know who that is, bro.
I was
What's
like,
crazy is he was
oh,
Pete.
nah.
He was Pete Dunne for a minute before he was Butch.
Literally.
So it was like, bro,
Literally.
y'all tripping, bro.
Held the title for 600 days in NXT UK. Then was in NXT even during the Black and Gold brand when they was on Survivor Series and all that.
Yeah.
Fought on Survivor Series. And y'all was like, nah, that's Butch. Who the fuck is Butch? And how Ridge Holly get to keep his name? How Ridge Holly keep his name but not him? That's crazy.
I wish I had
Hey,
a
Ridge
sound
Holly
board. What the fuck is a Butch? Yeah, I wasn't feeling that, bro. They gotta
Like,
be stopped.
No,
gotta
like,
be
that was
stopped,
bad, bro. That was bad. And I also found it funny how quickly it got changed back once Triple H like was in control.
Yeah.
Like once it was like, oh, Triple H got creative control. The next week, Pete Dunne was back.
I would have loved to see their faces in that room, bro. Because you know, whenever you see your homie across the room, you be like,
Man,
I know Vince was probably up there talking. All right, guys, so listen. I don't like the Pete Dunne thing. We're gonna bring him out with a little hat. We're gonna call him Butch. People in the room probably like,
he's like,
yeah, that's fine.
he's like, all right, we can make it work.
Imagine
Yeah, I know
getting
they
called
walked
into the room, right? Yeah, man, you've been doing great work as Pete Dunne. But we're thinking about calling you Butch now. I'd be like, bro, what the hell is a Butch? What the hell is a Butch? That sounds like a little kid trying to cuss. Butch!
Like, when did the name changes start? Because he wasn't doing that shit in the 90s and the early 2000s. Like, people wasn't just coming out with different names. Like, Mankind Mick Foley had 3 different characters, but that's characters.
Right.
Pete Dunne don't come out as Pete Dunne and then come out as Butch, bro. Like, oh, my alter ego Butch. Like, nah, that's just
Like,
not.
no, bro. Like, no. They could have called, bro. They could have just called him Dunn, and I would have been cool with that. Like, bro, like I would have been like, all right, cool. That's a slight name change, but you can't go from a full government name
Come on,
to
bro.
Butch. You can't do that.
The
bro.
fuck is a Butch?
All right, my boy Captain said, yeah. So, in honor of his yeah, I gotta play our yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, welcome in, my dog. Welcome in, my dog. Welcome in, my dog. So, look, you was talking about Braun Breaker future opponents. You mentioned a name that I like, Bronson Reed, Tsunami, and everybody across the land. And his feud, I saw a tweet. I don't know who tweeted this, so I'm so sorry I don't get to tag you, whatever. I'm gonna go find it and shout you out next episode. Yeah, because here, hey man, I'm gonna tell you now. If I had to wait on my bootios, you gotta wait on your shout out. So he's having a feud with Braun Strowman. I saw the tweet. They said, man, this might be the best big man feud in WWE history. I said, man, you know what? They are cooking. I don't agree with the tape. They are cooking. But I just want to ask you, Tariq, let's do a little draft. We're going to take 3 each. And I'm going to give you the first pick. Which is not fair.
Yeah, you lost.
Because I lost. Unless you slip, unless you mess up, I lost. Who are the best big men in WWE history? I'm going to give you the first pick.
I just need to make sure that this dude counts.
He's going to count.
Brock
I think
Lesnar.
I know who you're talking about, and he's probably going to count.
Brock Lesnar?
Oh, so maybe I didn't lose. You can take Brock.
All right, bet.
You can take Brock.
Hey, what
You
is
can take
that?
Brock.
Hey, Brock Brock is a big dude. He's what,
He is a big man.
265, 275.
He is a
He was
big
a
man.
heavyweight in UFC.
Yeah.
Great in the ring, great character work. Understands the business, understands how to get the fans going. That's all that need to be said. Brock, when you hear that music,
You know what time it is.
Everything changes when that music hit. I don't care who the fuck you are. I don't care what you're doing. If you're not paying attention to the show, you hear that music, you instantly stop. Like, oh shit.
Bro, I remember as a kid when John Cena was out there and that music hit, and I was like, he came out there at F5, bro. I'm like, damn. I was like, damn, Cena. Hey, you know, and in my mind, trick, I said, there ain't no way Cena win this one.
And then he did.
There ain't no way. Look. I say ain't no way Cena win this. Look. I just saw him punch out Frank Mir last week. What's going on?
Nah, that shit was actually crazy. I'm like, nah.
Ain't no way.
Nah. It
Ain't no way. So my boy Captain said every time the music hit, he jumps. Listen though, I can agree with you because there's a whole compilation of Roman Reigns like making a face when he hear the music, and I'd be weak because I'd be making the same face like, damn.
Because you know somebody better get their ass beat.
Tariq's first pick was Brock Lesnar. Hopefully this one counts, and I feel like it should if Brock counts. My number one pick in the big men draft, gotta be Undertaker, gang.
I knew you was gonna say Undertaker.
It's gotta be Undertaker, gang. Why not?
And you know who one of his best feuds was? And low key might have been his best feud. Brock Lesnar. They had a crazy feud back in like 02, 03.
They did.
They had a Hell in a Cell match that was crazy.
Okay.
And then they feud in the mid 2000s where he broke the streak. Then they ran it back at what, SummerSlam, then ran it back in another Hell in a Cell. I'm just saying.
For sure.
And I don't know. I ain't gonna say who won most of those matches, but my guy won most of those matches.
Word. So look, I ain't gonna lie. Like Taker, I mean, you get your monologue for your first pick. Taker, ultimate leader in the locker room, probably one of the most impactful wrestlers of all time. His best feud to me though, low key, like, well, I would say his best rival for me. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It might be Edge, bro.
Nah, it's definitely Edge. It's definitely
his
Edge.
Matches with Edge was
it's definitely Edge.
Tough. Who's your second pick, Tariq? Who's your second pick?
Another rival of Undertaker and Edge. A guy that I wish we could have seen go against Brock Lesnar, but they were not on top at the same time.
Right.
Batista.
Damn. See, I thought you was gonna sleep. This Tariq we talking about. Tariq always thinking. Alright, I thought you was gonna sleep. Okay. I feel like it's only right that I spin back. I ain't gonna take him. I'm gonna take a certain gimmick. Y'all at home probably gonna be like, huh? Now, number 2 pick. I gotta show love to my brother. I'm gonna go with Hall of Fame Mark Henry, bro.
Okay.
That right there, they should have. See, Mark Henry was kind of in denial. He said he didn't want to be champ. He should have been champ at that time.
Yeah, he was bugging.
He was bugging out. The AJ Styles, the 4 AJ Styles, acting like he was retiring.
Come on now.
He was going crazy. He was going crazy.
Clean, boy.
The gimmick was fire.
So, mama, girl, I'm coming home.
I'm coming home.
That nigga was crazy.
Why John Cena always get the crazy returns and
why he always falling for that shit?
Hey, come on, bro.
At what point do you just realize, hey, them motherfuckers do not like me?
Look, see, my boy Captain said nice pick. Hall of Pain was great. Hall of Pain was really cool. I wish it was a longer.
It definitely should have been longer.
Yeah, I wish it was a longer time.
Him and Big Show's feud was kind of nice too, though.
Yeah, but Big Show stinks, low key, bro. Like Big Show, low key, not good. Like he will not be picked in my draft. I'm sorry.
For sure, not get picked on my side.
Bro, Big Show is not good, bro, and I can't stand that. Like it was. Yeah, it's not it. Third pick, sir. We might can get honorable mention. We got a lot of big men, but go ahead, your third pick.
Oh, this is tough. Okay. Do I show love to my brothers, or do I combat your first pick?
See, we all waiting on the comeback for the first pick because you know who it is, right? We should know who it is. So I feel like you should go there, and then your brothers go honorable mention. That's what I feel like because we're gonna get an honorable mention.
I'm gonna get 1998 version of him. I'm talking about singlet, one arm showing off with the mask on. Kane, come on now. We got Kane.
I like that. Kane,
the big red monster, the big red machine. Huh?
And what's crazy is my favorite work that Kane ever did, and it wasn't even from the 90s, although that's probably the best version of Kane, was Embrace the Hate Kane. I love that. I loved it, bro. And I thought Cena was gonna go. That's the thing. I thought he was gonna go.
I did too.
Team Hell No Kane. Fire. Kane got some bangers, bro. He's been around a long time. Kane.
Come on now.
Great pick.
Kane one of them ones.
Right. So look, Captain has a great question. He asked if Bray Wyatt counts in the big men discussion.
If he counts, then so does Kevin Owens, and I don't really see them as big men.
Right.
I see them like if this was UFC, the ones that we're saying are heavyweights. They would be what, the middleweights or light heavyweights? I would say light heavyweights. How about that?
Okay.
They're like almost.
So light heavyweights is 205.
I guess technically they could be because if we count.
I mean, bro, Kevin Owens only a heavyweight because he's good.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
No power moves.
No, none, bro. Like
Bray wouldn't do no power moves.
Bray, the only power move that was like real crazy was that Uranagi. That Uranagi was crazy. That
and
was
when
tough.
he would run and do that like sideways, like
yeah,
that shit was clean.
So we gonna say Bray don't count Captain, but we always show love to Bray on this pod. Great wrestling mind, great gimmicks, great everything that he did, beautiful. We love Bray around here. So my last pick. Yo, does Gunther count, bro?
He do.
Yes, sir! Give me the ring general Gunther. Give me my dog, man. Give me my dog, Gunther, bro. Because by the end of his career, he might be top three big men in the WWE, probably.
He might be number one, gang.
It'd be hard for me to take her, though. It'd be hard for me to take him over Taker, bro.
Yeah.
At any moment.
You right.
So I would say I slipped. Captain said I slipped. He said I slipped. I like Gunther. I feel like, bro, I don't know. I've never seen a bad match from this dude, bro.
Nah.
I've never seen a bad match. Even when he was 350. Even when he was Walter. I ain't seen a bad match. He's a different breed. Nah, you got an honorable mention, Tariq? You said your brothers.
Honorable mention. Gotta support my black brethren. My boy Bobby Lashley. That's who I was gonna go with the third pick, but I was like Kane, Bobby Lashley. I was like, let me get Kane.
What he used to do?
Hey, bro, Bobby Lashley in like 07, 06.
Tough.
That boy was running through everybody.
Tough. Okay.
Everybody running this one dude. Okay. All these stories that we've been telling running to one dude. Fucking John Cena, man. This man ruined everybody's story. Mark Henry, Kane, fucking Brock, Batista, and Bobby. So I guess he the best big man of all time because he did
run through everybody though.
Umaga, Great Khali, like them boys wasn't even big men when John Cena was around. Shit.
You ain't lying. I'm trying to think of an honorable mention, and I want to make it good. You know what I'm saying? I want to make it good. So we done chose some great ones, man. We done chose.
As long as you don't say weak ass like Hulk Hogan or something, we good.
Hell no. I'd probably say Ultimate Warrior before Hulk Hogan. Keep it a stack.
He weak too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we don't really. I mean, we don't. I ain't gonna lie. We done with the '80s and shit. I'm done with they era wrestling. I can't even hold you, bro. But I'm trying to think more recent because I feel like for the newer audience, it'd be good to have somebody recent in here. But I'm trying to think, bro, because when back into Vince's career and creative, the big man was not hitting on nothing. So
at all. Like Andre the Giant wasn't really doing shit. Big John Studd, like, ugh. Like, and some of them was just named.
My boy Captain said Test Tess is actually
Tess was
Tess
actually
is
really good.
Damn, Captain, hold on. You know ball. He know ball.
That's my little brother. He got a no ball.
Okay.
I told him.
Okay, Tariq slipped. Okay. That he says you slipped on one of your picks. I'm interested to see who you slipped on.
He must have been saying that I ain't picked Gunther. But I take Kane right now over Gunther. Give me Kane at his fucking best against Gunther, and motherfuckers, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real. Come on now. Don't disrespect.
I don't think Kane could take about 40 chops.
He gonna eat the first one, and Gunther gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And
yeah.
slam. It's a wrap.
It's over with. You're right. I ain't even got an honorable mention, bro.
You ain't see Kane debut and rip the damn door off the cage. Ain't nobody ever did that in the Hell in a Cell. That boy came in.
Oh. I think I do got an honorable mention.
I'm about to say, it's one dude that's out there right now.
Goldberg. I'm gonna take Goldberg.
Oh!
I'm gonna take Goldberg as my honorable mention, man.
I forgot about Goldberg.
That man was headbutting doors.
Yeah, I saw
that.
Something wrong with bro. Like, why? Yeah. For real though, why was he doing that?
Something wrong with him, man. So look.
Damn, I should have took Yokozuna.
Should leave him at the crib. Leave him at the crib. So look, yo, that was our best big men draft. We gonna start bringing more drafts because the drafts are heat. We got so many superstars between AEW, WWE. You might as well make a draft. So instead, before we go over to SmackDown, we got one more topic on Raw, and it's definitely another question to you. Even a question in the chat. We read in chat. Always take chat. My main question is, when would Dominic Mysterio start winning matches? When is a good time for this?
Try not to sneeze again. Hopefully, after Bad Blood, and they get through this little storyline with Rhea and Priest. Well, I don't think the Rhea storyline will be over. This storyline probably won't be over for a while. But they'll probably try to push it to like Survivor Series type shit. But
right.
Hopefully soon, bro. Because Dom has been on fire for a long time. Like, I said that, like, it doesn't matter what company it is. No one gets the reaction that Dom gets every single week from city to city. It doesn't matter what country it's in. Don't matter what city they in. You could be in Corpus Christi, Texas, which is well known to be super silent during shows. That man gets booed out of the arena every single show. Doesn't matter where they are. Doesn't matter what he's talking about. Doesn't matter what the story is. Doesn't matter nothing. Once he touches that mic, the crowd goes insane.
Yeah.
Like, there's no one, like, LA Knight gets pops. Cody gets his whoa. Jay gets his yeets. They don't get the reaction weekly that he gets. Like, to boo someone as loud as the crowd is booing him every single week takes a lot. Like, for every city to realize, like, hey, as soon as this dude get the mic, we booing the hell out of him. That means people really don't like you, bro. Which means he's doing his job fantastic.
Yeah, he is, man.
So he got to get rewarded at some point. So I think we talked about this earlier. He is a good candidate to take the belt off of Bron, but not in like a singles match. It would have to be like a triple threat or a fatal four-way where he comes in and steals the belt. Yeah. Because I think him with the Intercontinental Championship would be fun as hell. Because
his North American title reign was fire.
Yeah, like my brother said, the only heel to turn heel.
And that makes you a GOAT, bro.
Fact.
That makes you a GOAT by default. Like one person I feel like maybe could have done it, maybe Edge back in like 06.
Yeah.
He didn't even do it. Randy 09, but see, Randy couldn't return. He was punting folks in the mid.
Nah, facts.
Some people wanted to see him punt Vince.
Nah, facts. And Stephanie, low key.
And Stephanie, yeah, she was, yeah. So I mean, like, Randy couldn't go back, but Dom, the funny thing about Dom is he could keep, as long as his dad is in the company, he can keep going down, bro. Yes. Don't let Ray hold a little bit of some gold and Dom cost him. It's over with.
Again.
Ray's farewell tour. If Dom come in and bust that up, my God, he gonna be like, see it off Ice Age, bro.
For years, bro.
For years. They do this every year. Man,
Nah,
this is why.
the craziest thing that Dom ever did, he did this some wild shit. Cause like I saw him tell Chris Van Vliet that he wasn't supposed to throw the whole water cup on his sister.
Yeah,
But then he got there and was like, the crowd not gonna care if I only dump a little bit. So he threw the whole thing.
the whole thing. And she was heated.
But
Bruh.
then when they was at the Hall of Fame and Race got up to talk and him and Rhea got up and left, I said, nah, he different, bro.
Bruh.
And as soon as he started talking, he said,
Man, I'm out of here, bruh. Don't be thinking nobody, man. I ain't even a part of the family no more. For sure. When he posted that picture of him killing Ray on the PSP, I said, this is my type of dog. He my type of dog, bro. Cause hey, I love that.
nah,
So,
he's
look,
different, bro.
We
And
got a
his real
speed
dad-
run.
His real dad right here.
Hey, a custody match is crazy.
Nah, that really was insane.
That's some crazy ass shit.
And he was like, what, 6'7" at the time?
come on, bro.
Crazy.
A young legend.
He might have been younger than that. He might have been like 5, for real. Like,
He was young as hell
yeah, that's
and looked the
actually
same. All he was missing was the mullet.
Now, on me, he looked the same.
So look, Raw was a banger. Obviously, we had to take up most of our time on that side because it's a 3-hour show.
Yep.
We're gonna go on to SmackDown, and we're gonna just jump straight into it. This is a simple question. I'm gonna let Tariq ISO this. He gonna have an ISO later in the show. Stay tuned too. So Tariq judges his favorite wrestlers in categories, which is very respectable. In-ring performers versus entertainers. My question to you is, with LA Knight's win on Friday, should the mid-card titles be for someone who's extremely over or somebody who is great in ring?
I think it depends on sometimes it depends on who the world champion is.
Right.
So Cody, I would say is a mix of both.
Right.
Like, he's an entertainer, but he's also great in the ring. So you can get away. Like, I just feel like when you had Roman with the belt and you had Logan Paul with the belt, you had 2 titles not being used at all.
Right.
So when you have someone like Roman, that's when you would need Andrade or Carmelo with the belt to rise, to bring the belt up. Because LA Knight, he's not going to fight weekly.
Right.
You know? And if he is, like, you just going to run out of things to do. Like, he's going to come out, he's going to hype up something, he's going to hype up himself, he's going to hype up a future feud. But I feel like when it's a mid-card title, like Bron is coming out, he's entertaining, but he's also coming out and letting people know, like, if you step in this ring with me, you gonna get hurt. Like, it's not gonna be a fun night for you. Like, I feel like for SmackDown, especially since, like, we know what the main title is gonna be in, I feel like it should be for performers for right now, because we know that Cody is going to be mixed up with the bloodline for a little bit, then he's eventually probably going with Kevin, like, gonna have another feud with Kevin Owens or Randy Orton, which is going to take a lot of time too. So while that's mixed up between 3 to 4 different people, the same 3 to 4 people, that's when you have the great in-ring performers that you have on the show, like the Santoses, the Carmelos, the Andrades, fighting over the belt. Even, like, throw Montez Ford in there if you need to. Like, there's different people that can go in the ring and just lift up the belt while the other one is being, I don't want to say held captive, but we know no one's losing that belt.
For sure.
Like when Ray and Andrade was doing the back and forth with the United States title a couple years ago, that was really fun because you didn't really know who was going to win.
Right.
So I think that's
stuff.
the thing. That's the thing that they could get back to.
So just to go back to your main points. So it depends on who the world champion is. Mm-hmm. Number one. That makes sense. Because I like that idea. Like, over on Raw, you got 2 hard-hitting champions, bro.
Yep.
2 young rising stars. And on SmackDown, it's kind of funny, you got 2 vets. That's like...
Exactly.
That's super over. So
stark contrast.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I like that. Who do you think's doing it better, though? Which brand has better champions?
Oh, give me Raw. If you give me Bron and Gunther in a tag team match against Cody and LA Knight, I'm taking Bron and Gunther. But I think like, Cody's reign hasn't been bad. I think a lot of people are trying to make it seem like it's been a bad reign, and it hasn't. It's just people were always gonna try to tear it down anyway. Even if they were happy that he got the belt, there was never gonna be like some instant gratification kind of title reign because we knew what was eventually going to happen. Like we know the Randy story is going to happen, but we knew it wasn't gonna happen right away.
That's the problem though that I have with Cody's reign. Like if they didn't like foreshadow The Rock, if they didn't foreshadow Randy, then it'd be a much better reign. They should have just kept that on the hush. Like the whole segment before The Rock left, shouldn't have even done it. Yeah. Like it was pointless. So save that. I mean, Cody, I think is a good champion. I mean, he's everything that you would want in a champion. He's super over. Gonna sell that merch. He's gonna have great matches in ring. So he's a great champion.
Yeah, now, he's having a John Cena type of reign right now.
He is. Now I had something about Andrade and Carmelo. Scrap that. Now we can talk about Cody because I'm interested. I saw a tweet again. I ain't gonna shout you out this week. I didn't get my Phil Brooks ice cream bars. I'll shout you out next week. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait. I saw a tweet that said, if this Cody and Roman teaming up doesn't lead to Cody going to Homelander, they doing it wrong. How do you feel?
If he goes to Homelander, how do they like I want to see Cody Rhodes become the Homelander character, but it's also like what happens once he does that? He can't do it too early. Like I feel like you got to do it after the Randy eventual thing. Like once Randy and him are done, he's jaded. He's like, you know what? I tried to bring people along with me. I tried to, help people. I tried to, do this and do that. You like, you know what? I'm done with that. So when he faces, if he's supposed to face The Rock at WrestleMania, it's Homelander Cody against The Rock.
So now, that would want Rock to come back.
Now, I still want them to be. I still want it to be heel Rock.
You still want to be
Homelander Cody,
the final boss.
The final boss was Homelander. I feel like that's interesting as hell. That feels like a superhero match.
Hey, sorry, what did he say? Bloodline rules.
The final boss. When Mama Rose. Like, it's got to be a different Cody this time around. Like you're not gonna keep talking crazy to my mama. You're not gonna be whooping my ass out in the street with a belt and then put my blood on and give it to my mom's. Like, nah, we gonna turn the tables. We gonna do that shit to your side this time.
Right.
Like, I'm whooping your side of the bloodline. Like, it's got to be.
It would be cool if they like. I don't know if he should lose it all. I feel like he should lose to be Homelander though. Like, or he could keep it for a very long time. And then be Homelander.
And just become Homelander, like
and be like, bro, like y'all need me, like y'all need me, bro.
Y'all ain't
like,
shit without me.
Pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, like y'all want to give Roman the credit, but when I got here is when the money really started coming in.
It'd be crazy. They could do it though. They could do it.
Really could.
And like,
they really could.
But like, I mean, because we're already about to get a generational tweener between like. Roman's about to be a generational tweener. He's about to be the only generational tweener since Stone Cold, probably. So, like,
Seth's up there. Seth is very
Seth is a tweener for real. Because I don't know what he be on.
Because he really, like, he was a heel before he helped Cody.
Yeah.
Nah, he wasn't a heel.
To a degree.
Cody. But he was in that in between where, like, we don't really know. Because there was people saying, like, oh, he gonna turn heel. Like, he ain't really gonna turn. He would just be who he is. Because he don't fuck with Cody. Yeah. So, like, it makes sense.
They done turn him into an ultimate company general, though. Like,
yeah.
So, like, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, we need somebody to, like, bridge the gap.
That was crazy, bro. Like, they was Adam Pearce was like, I got somebody who loves the business and he's gonna make sure this. I'm like, bro, he hate both of these dudes. He's not helping shit. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
Me, he hate both of them.
Like, and then it makes sense. So that's smooth. Leading from Cody Homelander, we saw something very crazy that I didn't think. I mean, Triple H could. We saw Roman Reigns pull up in 7 SUVs. 7 SUVs. Saw Cody pull up alone in his little Mustang. Kind of weak. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You the WWE champion of the world. You pull him in a Mustang. Come on, man. Come on, bro. That ain't.
Oh man.
But your suit costs more than your car, damn near. Like, bro, I know, man. Roman pulled up like a G, 7 SUVs, but they met at the 50-yard line, talked about Bad Blood. How did you like the promo?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought both of them said things that they wanted to say. I think Roman held back a little bit because he was like, all right, I can't say what I really want to say if this is going to be my tag team partner coming up.
Yeah.
But Cody is still stuck on that, like, this is my shit now. And Roman's like, it really ain't, but I'm going to let you think that for a little bit.
That had me weak, though. Roman is still the same Roman, bro. He said, I play here. So this my field. So it's really my city. I'm like, hey, I'm looking at my phone. I said, now me personally, Cody, I would never let somebody do my hometown like that. I would never let somebody do me like that. So, I mean, great promo. Who you think won the brunt of the promo? You think Cody got the best licks off in the promo? Or you think it was about even?
I say the last little sentence or two, like the last couple of sentences that Cody said, I think that's what got him.
Yeah, for sure.
Cause he said it and Roman was like,
he be doing that face. He had me crying as a ring. He said, what do you want?
that's what I knew he was done. I said,
he was like, bro, what do you want, bro? Like,
I said, oh, he lost.
They did have him going outside. They talk about some, you in my way in life. I'm like, the fuck that mean? What does that mean?
I was like, that shit was weak. Hey, nigga, move that nigga out the way next time.
That's what I'm saying. He should have just moved him.
You're in my way.
Like, what?
In life. Like,
I would have started laughing, bro.
That Undertaker ass promo, man.
I would have been weak, bro. If I was Cody, I would have been like, take your ass to the SUVs. What are you talking about?
Nah, he did clown him. He was like, and you had to have 7 cars come in this moment. Like,
he talking about some very subtle.
He tried to say like he needed protection or some shit. I was like, damn.
That shit was hard though, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He said he rolled up by himself. He don't need nobody. He's safe because him. Roman said, nah, I got my people with me. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping.
WWE so goofy. I'm surprised Metro Boomin ain't come out.
Nah, I thought he was too. I was waiting for Cody to bring that shit up. Like, nigga, I'm the reason Bad Blood in Georgia. The fuck?
Look, it would have been better though.
You see me in Metro?
It would have been smooth though. I'm really tapped in.
Like, I ain't see you in Metro. Oh, all right.
That's cool.
This is my city.
Even when you play here, you weren't with them. You weren't even with the rappers.
Come on now.
That's smooth.
You wasn't the ATL for real. You was on that other side.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen between the two at Bad Blood? What's gonna happen?
They probably gonna win.
I mean, they should. Though.
I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't know. I would have much rather seen it be Jimmy. Yeah. But you can't miss out on a star power matchup like this. I mean, if you have a chance to get it's the same way with the tag team match at WrestleMania this past year. Like, people were initially weren't huge fans of it, and then as the weeks went on, they were like, okay, this is actually gonna be really good. And then the match turned out to be fantastic. So this match will also be really good. It's just like, I guess this is a way for The Rock to all right, now I'm definitely coming back to take this shit. Because this dude just beat you at WrestleMania. You had me come in, help you do all this shit, and it was that easy for you to turn on your gang and go tag up with him. And I do like the way that Kevin Owens is what the fuck? Randy gonna do the same thing. And I feel like Jimmy should too. Jimmy, when he eventually comes back, should be like, hey bro, you was teamed up with Cody?
See, this is what I was talking about. And I agree with that. Jimmy should be sideways. Jimmy should be pissed. I lost my brother over this shit. So you finna, man, I ain't talking my, see, they should play it like that. Man, I ain't talking my brother since WrestleMania, before WrestleMania, bro. And you back over here, it should cause a fallout. It should shake the room. And I hope Triple H, I mean, he do know what he doing, but I hope he builds off of it. Which leads me into this. When should Kevin Owens turn? It's been teased. When should he actually do it?
They'll probably do it before the Saudi show. That'll probably be Cody Rhodes' match at the Saudi show. So He'll probably turn after Bad Blood, like the week after Bad Blood, that following Friday.
Right.
Especially if Roman and Cody win, like Cody will come out there talking, grandstanding and shit, and Kevin Owens not trying to hear that shit. Kevin Owens gonna be
At
like, "Oh,
all.
word, say less."
It looked like he didn't give a
Pow!
damn all Friday.
All Friday,
We already know how this is gonna turn out. Let me go ahead and punch one of y'all.
literally,
Like, damn, no
bro,
promo, no nothing. Straight to
no
it.
promo. Like they beat up DIY. He was like, "Knew that shit was gonna happen." Got out the ring and was like, huh. Like, what the like, yo, only Kevin Owens do shit like that. Everybody else be like, damn. He'd be like,
I mean,
I already expected that shit.
all right, I'm gonna get beat up. Might as well do it my way.
Street Profits came out, he wasn't even happy. Like, nigga, I would rather get jumped.
So how they gonna turn Xavier Woods before they turn How they gonna turn Xavier Woods before they turn Montez or Dolk?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I told you last week, I ain't really feeling the Xavier Woods turn. After last week, I'm definitely not feeling it.
I'm not feeling it the way it happened.
Like, that shit was weak to me.
When we ever see the ref get out of the ring?
Come on, bro. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? I'm looking at the ref. He mad at Kofi. I'm talking to the ref. Like, get back in the ring, go fast, nigga. What are you doing? You wasting everybody's time.
I seen that. I said, guess what we on?
I said, bro.
He talking about some. Xavier was talking some. So gotta change. I'm tired of this. I said, tired of what?
Take your ass back to TNA then. Take your ass back to TNA then. I ain't gonna lie. Because ain't nobody trying to see Consequences Creed in 2024, bro. I'm sorry.
It don't make no sense, bro. I don't know what they gonna do. And even still, like, you ain't got no choice but to have Woods win that.
Yeah.
You have no choice. So, like, we gonna keep doing this to Kofi.
Yeah, which is crazy.
He a legend of the game.
Legend. Like, my boy won a chip, and then they ain't never do shit with it again.
He probably a 2-time Hall of Famer in WWE.
For sure.
So, we gonna do this. We gonna do him like that.
Yeah,
well, I'm losing my voice. I'm so mad.
I need
like, y'all gonna do my dog like this?
I ain't gonna lie. I need some respect on Kofi name.
That's
and then they talking about, like, oh, this is how they get Big E to come back. Like,
how? His neck.
They talking about as a manager. Or, like, to, like, be the bridge, to bridge the gap between the two. But I'm like, bro, if they somehow like bring him out and then they do some kind of like, now if they do like a fake physical spot of like Xavier Woods took out Big E, I'll be into that shit because that would show a different side of Kofi. But I feel like if it's just Xavier Woods turning on Kofi, like I don't think we're gonna see like a super like locked in Kofi. But if he fuck with Big E, that's when I think we would see Kofi Kingston, not
that
Blue Day Kofi.
That I'm gonna mess up your NASCAR in the backstage of Raw, Kofi.
Come on now, we need
For
that
sure.
Kofi.
We need that
Kofi.
Hey, look, man. For the WWE, that's it. Now, I didn't get to catch Dynamite. We're gonna jump over to AEW real quick before we end this off because we already over the time limit. But we cooking. You can't rush the recipe, gang. If it calls if it call for an hour, sometimes it take an hour 10.
Come on now.
You need that little extra.
Come on now.
Little extra sauce.
Talk about it.
ISO for Tariq. Top of the key. Ball up top, as they say. Tariq, what's been going on in AEW? I only seen one thing. I seen Ricochet, Ospreay, 5th anniversary, Dynamite. That's all I know for now.
Yep.
But how was Dynamite? Let us know how it was.
Yeah, like the first match, I ain't gonna lie. I got love for Chris Jericho. Like one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. Like he's in my top 10 of like favorite wrestlers all time probably. I mean he might be out of it now, just because it's been so long. But growing up, he was in my top 5. But this weak ass character they doing with Jericho right now is so whack, bro. Like it's like go away heat. It's not Dom heat.
Yeah.
It's not like like I hate you because you're good heat. Like no, like literally like they be chanting please retire. And multiple cities. Like in Canada they chanted it. Boy, he from Canada. Like the it's just bad. Him and Orange Cassidy had a pretty good match. I mean, Orange Cassidy can have a good match with almost anybody. You know, we got to see a little bit from Mariah May. which I love the direction that they're going with her,
Right.
and what they're doing with her after she beat Tony Storm. Ricochet had a good match with Mortos, and then the main event was really fun. You had Osprey, Takeshita, and Kyle Fletcher, who were formerly the Don Callis family when Will Ospreay was still there, and then the
Right.
Young Bucks and Okada. Um, they had that match, and then we got the promo between Will Ospreay and Ricochet. Ricochet talked his shit a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Ricochet was
Yeah.
talking. I said, "Okay, Ricochet, I'm gonna give you your props on that one because you was talking." Um, so the 5 year anniversary this coming Wednesday, we'll get Ricochet versus Will Ospreay. We'll also get Saraya versus Jamie Hayter, which I need them to go ahead and hurry up with the Jamie Hayter shit.
Yeah.
Like, I need her to get back in her like real Jamie Hayter shit. And then we seen a little bit of we saw John Moxley and them whoop up on Private Party, which look he had me mad because they was beating their ass.
Right.
Um, and they really was getting their ass beat by Marina Shafir, which pissed me off a little bit more. I was like, yo, why is she whooping their ass right now? Like she
Bruh,
was beating their ass.
fuck.
I said,
And you gotta put the emphasis on it, beating it, bruh. At AEW, they be beating the hell out folks, bruh. I'll be like, bro, I don't even know if I can watch this shit. I feel like I gotta call the cops.
hey, this shit low key abuse.
Like,
Like,
we shooting needles and mouths. Niggas getting hit with chairs in the dome piece. Motherfuckers be getting dropped on their head on the stage. I even see, bruh, even Claudia's backbreaker,
oh
that he put down. I said, damn, oh my god.
yeah,
You remember Batman? You remember how Bane did Batman in Dark Knight Rises? Hey! I said, ah! I was like,
man.
I was like, man.
Yeah, but I mean, they got some good stuff going. They got Grand Slam coming up, so it's gonna be a couple stacked Wednesdays. They got their 5 year anniversary of Dynamite. So I'm curious to see what they do because we're gonna see what Wheeler Yuta does. Brian Danielson is still being called out by Nigel McGuinness, which I'm really excited for. The fact that Nigel McGuinness is actually like able to wrestle again is crazy.
Right.
Because I mean he was the top dude in like the mid 2000s, and then was hurt and sick and couldn't fight anymore. So a lot of people didn't really get to see him at his best.
Right.
So I think this is gonna be really fun, and I think they can tell a really good story with what already happened to Brian and the story between Nigel and Brian. I think they can tell a really good story, and I think it's for the title. So obviously we don't expect Nigel to win, but I still think they can tell a really good story there.
And we still got Christian Cage lugging around, huh?
Don't even remind me of that shit, man.
It's gonna happen eventually, I guess.
Bro. That shit's whack, bro.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find like a little promo card for
It's like 2
the
minutes.
5 year anniversary of Dynamite. I said Dynamite.
Damn a night. Yeah.
Damn, I might. Damn, I might.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they got Grand Slam. All right, so Grand Slam is in what the hell? Oh, Grand Slam is next Wednesday. So it'll be Brian Danielson and Nigel McGuinness, John Moxley and Darby Allin, Mariah May, Yuka Sakazaki, Young Bucks versus Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. And then either that following Friday or like a Friday after would be the 5th year anniversary. Because
Right.
I want to say their 5 year anniversary is like October 2nd, maybe.
Yeah.
So it would be
Damn.
2 weeks from now.
Right before Bad Blood.
Yeah. So
Got some big wrestling coming up.
yeah, we got some matches. So I'm curious to see what they do. We haven't seen MJF in a couple of weeks.
I mean,
So
he did get dropped on his
curious to
damn
see
neck.
I'm curious to see how long they hold him out. We haven't really seen Daniel Garcia either, which you're supposed
Yeah,
to
which
kind
is
of
so weird.
supposed to build off of what he did, but it's all good. We gon'
They learning. It's only been 5 years.
only come on now.
Hey, only 5 years. And Tariq, We've only been here for 3 weeks, but the episodes have been great.
Fact.
And this is the conclusion of this one. But next Saturday, we're going to be back again. Hopefully, I'm going to try to keep this format. Hopefully, like, we talk about Raw and SmackDown and Dynamite. I feel like that's really good. Pay-per-views whenever we get a chance.
Yep.
So, we appreciate everybody for watching. Shout out my boy, Captain, for the comments. Shout out everybody that tapped in. Tariq, any last words?
Nah, man. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Enjoy y'all week. Make sure y'all watch some football. Make sure y'all watch some WNBA playoffs. And we're going to get ready for this NBA season 2. Tap in with the Commanders. Not the Panthers, though, because the boys weak over there. Shout out my boy Bryce Young. Shout out Bryce Young. And shout out Eddie Guerrero.
Shout out the legend. Shout out Big E. We talked about Big E a little bit. We missed my dog. I wish I could have drafted you in the big man draft, but I couldn't take you over the ring general.
I gave you Rusev. I traded you Rusev for him.
I heard he on his way back. So,
hey.
Triple H will probably cook with him. That's all I'm saying.
He definitely will.
But that's the end of this installment, man. We will see y'all next week. Much love.
Appreciate you.
Peace.